Kuala Lumpur never truly sleeps. It only quiets down long enough for men to make decisions that will echo across continents. On a cold evening in the neighborhood of brickfields, popularly known as Little India, hidden behind tinted glass and soft jazz, two men met for the first time in a five-star restaurant, where nothing illegal was ever discussed, officially. To the staff, they were just businessmen. To the city, they were invisible. But beneath the polished cutlery and dim lighting, a clock was already ticking. Ekene arrived first. He was lean, sharp-featured. His eyes moved before his body did, scanning reflections, exits, faces. In the business districts of Kuala Lumpur, Ekene was known by another name, Snake. Not because he was loud, not because he was violent, but because he waited. For 8 years, Snake had built a network that stretched from Southeast Asia to the shores of West Africa. He specialized in moving things quietly, things that never appeared on official paperwork, but somehow always found their way into warehouses across Africa. Snake believed in timing. Tonight, timing had betrayed him. 2 months earlier, Snake had approved one of the largest shipments of his career. 10 full containers headed for Nigeria. It was meant to be routine, clean, invisible. Instead, the shipment vanished, intercepted, flagged, locked behind steel gates at the Nigerian ports. No press release, no public announcement, just silence. And in Snake's world, silence was lethal. Because behind those containers were investors, men who didn't shout, men who didn't negotiate twice, men who believed that failure needed an example. Snake checked his watch. Then Dante arrived. Known across the underworld as Dante the Fixer, did not look like a man who solved problems that ended lives. He was calm, unassuming, the kind of man people underestimated until it was too late. Dante didn't rush, didn't scan the room. He already knew who was watching and who wasn't. They shook hands, no smiles. Snake ordered wine he never drank. Dante ordered nothing. He never did when lives were being measured. For a moment, neither spoke. Then Snake leaned forward. "I have a problem in Nigeria." Dante nodded. "Everyone who calls me does." Snake explained. The shipment, the delay, the pressure. He spoke carefully, choosing words that sounded like logistics instead of panic. But Dante heard what Snake didn't say, that his partners were losing patience, that rumors had begun, that a man with investors breathing down his neck doesn't live long. "In this business," Dante said quietly, "delays are dangerous. Loss is fatal." Snake swallowed. "If the containers are confiscated," he said, "I disappear." Dante shook his head. "No," he corrected him. "If they are confiscated, you become an example." Silence fell between them. Outside, the city hummed. Inside, Snake made the most important decision of his life. "I need them cleared," he said. Dante exhaled slowly. "You don't need them cleared," he replied. "You need them erased." Snake looked up. Records, logs, paper trails. Gone. That was the difference between survival and burial. Dante named his price, a percentage of the shipment. Snake hesitated, not because the price was high, but because agreeing meant admitting he had lost control. Then he nodded. "Do it." There was no contract, no witnesses, just two men who understood that backing out would not be an option. By morning, Dante was booking a flight to Nigeria.
Emergency exits, 2 in the forward cabin, 2 in the rear over the wings, 2 fire extinguishers, 1 behind the lashroom seat, 1...
Back in Kuala Lumpur, Snake returned home and stared at his phone. Every vibration felt like a verdict. Investors called less, which was worse. Silence meant decisions were being made without him. Across the ocean, Dante landed quietly. He didn't announce himself. He didn't visit old contacts. Instead, he listened. Names surfaced, whispers. Then one name came up repeatedly. Bamba, a man who once operated in Kuala Lumpur, but had since rooted himself deep in Nigeria. A man people believed could speak to authority, not with respect, but with understanding. Dante arranged the meeting. Bamba arrived smiling, confident, relaxed, too relaxed, and as the three men would soon learn, that smile was worth more than the shipment itself, because this was no longer about goods. It was about greed, and greed, once unleashed, never travels alone.